Pete here, checking out all the weird and wonderful things in the weird and wonderful world of opera. I am all caught up with the history and the music, but I'm really picky about the stories. So, give it to me. What kinds of stories are there?
I'm a fan of operas that tell really epic stories. One of my favorite operas is Carmen, because Carmen has to make epic choices and decisions. Other operas that I really love navigate some of the most difficult moments of our lives, like Dead Man Walking.
Sounds dramatic. Where do opera writers get their crazy ideas from?
Operas are based on all kinds of things, like plays, books, and short stories.
Okay, so operas are based on lots of things that are turned into a script with music and words.
That's called the score.
Wouldn't it be cool if operas were based on real people? Like me? I mean, maybe there are.
There are operas about kings, presidents, queens, and even about mathematicians like Ada Lovelace and Alan Turing. There are operas based on fairy tales like Cinderella and Hansel and Gretel, operas based on literature like Moby Dick, and there's even operas based on regular everyday people like Tazorian Thompson's Blue, Copland's Tenderland.
Alrighty. I mean, really, who needs simple words when everything from songs and sets to music and costumes and dance are all used to tell a story? Just like a movie, only this movie is live on stage, and it sings. We all have stories about how we got to where we are. I wanted to know how opera people became opera people.
How did I get into opera? Well, by accident. I'm a spoken word artist. I love hip hop culture. I'm a poet by trade, and as it turns out, operas are really just very long, multi-character poems set to music.
The first opera I ever saw was Turandot when I was 5 years old, and I fell asleep. And at the end of the show, as they were bowing, they all turned and pointed at me, dead asleep in the front row. And that might be why I'm an opera singer today.
I got into opera because I love singing, I love theater, and I put them together.
I started in musical theater. I worked in dinner theater when I was in college. And then when I got to graduate school, because I knew some Italian and some German and some French, my professors thought it might be a good idea for me to get into opera. And I went for it, and I never looked back.
I started opera actually through musical theater, so I was directing a lot of theater and musical theater, and then eventually made my way to opera.
When I was 17, I found myself in an opera. I sang in a church choir, and the guy who ran that church choir suddenly let me know that they needed more tenors. Tenors are the higher male voice in this opera production that he was in a local university. And I just thought it would be educational. I didn't think I liked opera. I just thought, let's give this a try. And about the second rehearsal, I realized I loved it. It was so beautiful. And the thing I didn't know is that it was funny. I always thought opera was like taking itself too seriously and all crazy and pretentious. Actually, this was a comedy, Mozart's opera, The Magic Flute, and it was so funny, and I just fell in love.
We all have stories to tell, so what's your opera story?